Hello, I'm going to share more about my experience with David Kibbe and Suzanne in New York in the summer of 2024. Last time I shared my experience of it and what we actually did. Now I will give you more of the practical takeaways. Beginning this adventure, I really thought this was going to be transformational. There was that promise for me because of diving into it for years before. And I thought it was going to be almost like seeing a clairvoyant because of everything that's tied into the typing, that I would discover more about myself just by being typed by David Kibbe. So probably my expectations were quite high. Let's see how it actually went. On my way there to see them in Manhattan, I bought in Muji a little notebook to write everything down from all the knowledge that I was going to receive. And this is the result. Yeah, they told me immediately not to write anything down because it would take away of my experience. I just had to sit there and listen. Okay, so I did. So everything that I'm telling you now is what I have remembered. And to be honest, there wasn't all that much. So before I had to do some homework, I had to give my sizes. I also had to make a dream board and I had to write why I wanted to work with them. One of the questions that was asked as well was whether I was blonde as a child, which I was. And apparently that was a giveaway to me being a summer. Also, I was compared with Michelle Pfeiffer. Apparently she's the same type. It's called Dusty Summer. Was anything explained about what that actually means? No. After I was typed as a summer, I shared with them that it was quite strange because I always liked the winter colors. And he said that it isn't so strange because they are such striking and even sexy colors, and you just go towards them because they're so, but that doesn't mean that that is your color. What I used to do, and by the way, I'm wearing black now, what I used to do was use more makeup to compensate the strong colors of the winter palette. But the idea, of course, is when you're typed that you wear what suits you naturally. Regarding my dream board, it wasn't mentioned at all. We didn't talk about it. The only thing that may be somewhat related is that he said, think more sultry. And I said, sultry? He said, yeah, more sultry. Okay. How does that apply to actual style choices? We did not talk about. I received a color palette, which makes it very easy to go shopping. I do use it. But what also helped me was after I came back home, I was talking to my 90-plus-year-old auntie Betty. When she had my age, she went on a similar journey and she bought the very popular book back then, Color Me Beautiful by Carol Jackson. It came out in 1980, which, by the way, is 7 years before David Kibbe's book. I enjoyed reading Carol Jackson's book a lot, even just for the sake of stepping back in time.
Hi, I'm Carol Jackson, author of Color Me Beautiful, the book that helps you discover your natural beauty through the colors that make you look great and feel fabulous.
By the way, she also uses types, romantic, dramatic, athletic. It's a little bit different, but she was already doing that. Anyway, I do recommend that book. It's really good fun and I find it empowering. Then we went through his makeup method. He gave a paper with little swatches and the names of the colors next to it to help more in finding them. There was an offer to buy his complete set of all those colors, which was somehow tempting, but it was another $500, I think. Apparently a very reduced price of something that would be more expensive. Why did I not buy it? Because I'm quite sensitive. I get irritations very easily on my eyes, for example, with eye makeup. So I always choose clean makeup as natural as possible. So I went with these swatches to Credo in New York. I was sitting there for an hour or so being helped by the lady working there. Not all colors were found, as in fact, these colors are not on trend whatsoever. it was all pink and blue. I will do a separate makeup video to show you exactly. I'm still looking to make it a little bit more current, modern, because I do find it's old school. I'm not against old school, but I don't want to feel completely outdated neither. So I will do that in a separate video. For example, this is a blush that I bought because he showed what color as a summer to look for in a blush. You're thinking, what? But it translates very nicely and it's exactly the right color of blush. This is, by the way, Poppet color from Westman Atelier. I think this will last a lifetime. Hair. Let's talk about hair. The suggestion was to have long hair, but not have these thinned out pieces here. They said those aren't doing anything for you. Cut it like a blunt cut, but in a shape like that. And very important, ash-colored blonde lighter highlights. They actually said smoky blonde. The idea was that I would go to a hairdresser where I live and give them the instructions I received. I never did those highlights. I must say, I've already developed natural highlights with a ash gray smoky color. How's that? Maybe their styling helped me come more to terms with the natural process my hair is going through. Also, I'm saving a lot of money and a lot of time.
Now the moment you've all been waiting for.
Next is the clothes. What did I learn practically? Was I taught new elements? Very, very few. The only thing that was mentioned was waist definition. Let's look at a few of these clothes that I tried in New York. This dress is from the brand, the English brand Reese, in a purple, has clear waist definition, was 100% polyester and was somewhat too serious for me to buy, but you might have a different opinion. Then some more relaxed trousers, I would say, straight-legged, and a top that was waist definition. I bought this outfit even though it was completely in polyester. Then this outfit was one of the only ones in cotton. So a flared white jeans and a top in a raspberry color with a bit of a texture. And to finish, these clothes I've been wearing the most since. The styling, it's a top and skirt in cotton and great for summer. It's got some fun texture to it and it's figure hugging. For every outfit, she selected a separate set of earrings. The color in the earrings will lift up the set of clothes. That is really the thing. And also one bag was chosen, a silver one. And she suggested to put a little scarf with rhinestones around the rounded handle. So now you know everything, literally everything that I learned. And next up is how I apply it from what I learned with them and how I apply it in my own style.